In today's lesson, we are going to talk about one of the text type. It is description. As it is briefly discussed in the previous video, that description creates a clear and vivid impression of the topic. Description translates your experience of a person, place, or thing into words by appealing to the physical senses. Let's see the complete features of this description by looking at the elements. So, each text type will have these three elements. They are social purpose or social function, structure, or it can be said also as schematic structure, and then language features or lexicogrammatical features. And here is the elements of description. The first is social purpose. The social purpose of description is to describe the characteristic features of a particular person, place, or object. So, the purpose of writing description is to describe an object, to give detailed features of the objects. And then remember that these texts do not always stand alone and are often embedded in other longer texts. So that might be possible that there are long texts which contain more than one text type inside. And one of the text type that might be contained in this text is description. This kind of text is called as hybrid text as it contains more than one text type or genres. And then the next is the structure of description. Here is the structure of description. Description will contain first identification and second the description itself. Identification gives a general orientation to the topic, while description contains features or characteristics of the topic. So it has simple structure, only started by identification in the first sentences of the text, and then after that it is followed by the features to describe the object. And then the language features of descriptions will contain specific participant, as it has certain object to describe. So the participant must be specific, what thing or person to describe further. And then it will also contain lots of adjectives, as it is used to clarify the noun, to give complete tribute to the noun being described. And then the tense used in this text type is simple present tense because it tells the fact of the object described. It is possible that past tense used in this text, as it might describe the historical event of the thing or the person. And then action verb also used in this text type. What is action verbs? They are verbs that show an activity. For example, run, sleep, walk, come. It is the activity which involve physical moves. And then the last is the use of linking verbs. Of course, this kind of verbs will be used since the text will describe things, or at least the object is defined in the first place. Now, let's see an example of description in form of video. Check it out.
Granada, capital of the province with the same name and part of the autonomous community of Andalusia, has an international airport only 20 kilometers from the city centre. The setting and appeal of Granada is almost unparalleled. Sitting at the foot of the peninsula's highest mountain, Sierra Nevada, and surrounded by lush forests that seem to protect Granada's jewel, the Alhambra Palace.
And here is the example of description in written form with the same title. It is about Granada. Let's read the first paragraph. Granada is the capital city of the province of Granada, in the autonomous community of Andalusia, Spain. Granada is located at the foot of the Sierra Nevada mountains, at the confluence of four rivers, the Darro, the Genil, the Monachil, and the Beiro. Ascribed to the Vega de Granada comarca, the city sits at an average elevation of 738 meters above the sea level, yet is only an hour by car from the Mediterranean coast, the Costa Tropical. Nearby is the Sierra Nevada Ski Station, where the FIS Alpine World Ski Championship 1996 were held. So this is the first paragraph of this descriptive text. Now let's identify the elements of this text. We see that the first sentence of the paragraph is the identification of the description. It gives general identification to the topic, as what follows after this will contain the details of this general identification. So it contains general information that Granada is a capital city, which is located in the country of Spain. And then the next sentences will contain the description itself. So the structure is not really complicated, as it contains only two elements, it is identification and description. While in the description itself, it is possible that it contains more detailed information, such as here in the first paragraph, it talks about where it is located, and then in the second paragraph, it talks particularly about the population. And it might contain more details if this text is made longer. So what to do next? You are going to write the description text based on your reading and discussion of the following text. So you will be given this text entitled Orchid Mantis. Here is the complete text. And after reading and discussing this text with others, you are going to write your own text on the same topic. That's for today. See you again in the next topic. Thank you.